Hi, I'm Kimberley Wilson, part of the Dr. Oetker Even Better Baking team, and today I'm going to show you how to create an orange and rose exploding cake. Okay, for this cake, we're using the all-in-one method, so everything goes into the bowl all at once. I'll start over here with the orange cake. 225 grams of self-raising flour, 225 grams of caster sugar, 225 grams of softened unsalted butter, and 3 large eggs. I'm also adding a teaspoon of baking powder, 85 grams of ground almonds, the zest of an orange, just 1 to 2 tablespoons of the juice. And we want to kind of enhance those colours. I'm going to add just a little bit of Dr. Oetker gel food colour in neon orange. Take a whisk and just bring it all together. Okay, so that's all ready. And before I put those into the tin, we're just going to do exactly the same thing with all the ingredients for the rose cake. The only changes being 2 tablespoons of rose water and a little bit of pink food colouring. Okay, so both our cake mixes are ready now, and you can see the lovely pink colour there. And so we're ready to spoon those into our tins. I've got my oven preheated to 160 degrees fan. They are ready for the oven. And they'll need to be in there for 25 to 30 minutes until they're golden all over. They've come away very slightly from the edges, and when you press them, they'll spring back. So our cakes are baked and cooled, so now we're going to ice them. And I'm going to make just a little bit of rosewater buttercream, 150 grams unsalted butter, 400 grams of icing sugar, and then just a few drops of your rose water again. And then work the icing sugar into the butter. So about 2 or 3 tablespoons of your buttercream, and then just smooth that over with a palette knife. Okay, so now I'm going to put an orange sponge on top. I know they look quite similar from the outside, but you can see a slightly pinker hue on this one, and you'll be able to see that pink colour against the orange colour when cut through the cake. Okay, so we've got the crumb coating on, so you've got a lovely smooth finish there. And now we're going to do a layer of Dr. Oetker marzipan over the top. And then we're just going to carefully lift it over your pin. Just going to go all the way around and smooth the cake down until you've got a lovely smooth finish all over the edges. Okay, so we've got our marzipan covered over our cake, and now it's time to get the decoration going. So for the first part of this, we're just going to colour this little portion. About 100 grams of ready to roll icing. Roll out the icing. This layer you want quite thin. I'm just going to use a 10cm cookie cutter. Just going to pop this little piece of greaseproof paper on top, and that'll help to stop the icing from sticking to the marzipan. And I've done the same thing with about 700 grams and coloured that pink. And again, we're just going to smooth that all the way around and then trim off the excess at the bottom. If you don't have a cake smoother, don't worry. You can just use your hands or a palette knife. Now it's time to do the bursting or exploding effect. So remember that we've got the greaseproof paper and the layer of orange icing underneath there, and we just need to unveil that now. So taking a very sharp knife, and you'll be able to hear and feel when you reach the paper, so don't go through the paper. Okay, and so using the tip of your knife, just lift up the icing and fold it back to reveal the pattern. Just lift up the paper and peel it away. And then just to hold the final decoration in place, a teaspoon of our buttercream from earlier on, which is going to top it with some little butterflies. And that is our orange and rose exploding cake. Get involved in making your own orange and rose exploding cake. For the full recipe, further tips and trends, visit evenbetterbaking.oetker.co.uk.